Hey guys, Devin here to talk about my topic choice for our presentation. I chose to talk about Chipotle because I work there and I figured it'd be the easiest to talk about the problems and their solutions. So, the first problem I have is the high turnovers that Chipotle faces. The second is the food safety that Chipotle faces. And then the separation that Chipotle corporate has versus like the restaurants. So the causes for these problems I found for high turnovers was the location, poor training, shorthandedness, and then poor management. And then for food safety, uh, sometimes there's like some impossible guidelines to follow that they have. So to talk about that, there's double standards within the food safety stuff that they want, and then the training for food safety. Then the third one, the separation. There's just even more double standards there. There's weird rules that they've put into effect and taken out and then put into effect, and it's really strange. And then just the lack of communication between like the corporate offices and then like just the Chipotle restaurants in general. So some solutions I have to that are for the high turnover. For the locations, it's especially for like a location like mine. There's no signs that really point to it. You only know it's there if you drive by it or if you just have gone there before. Um, so the solution to that is to put up more signs, maybe some like flyers around or like uh, ads for employment there. Um, Longer training periods for new employees, because right now most places it's you get hired, then the first shift you work, you're just thrown into whatever position, and sometimes you have a trainer, sometimes you don't. It really is a toss up. Um, for the shorthanded stuff, it's just got to hire more people, train them correctly, and then just try to find more. And then for the poor management, it's just the managers just have to be held more accountable for their actions, and just sometimes they're really lazy, sometimes they're really good. Just like for example, at my store, we just got rid of one of our managers that was just not doing anything, just coming to work and just sitting around on her phone, and it was getting all of us in trouble for the stuff that she hadn't done. So just get rid of that, hold them accountable. So for food safety, um, a lot of the rules are just really wild in the sense. It's just like they need to simplify the rules, just keep it one straight path. Whereas right now it's like some of the rules for one thing contradict the rules for others, so it just doesn't really make sense. And that's kind of what my next point is one set of rules to follow for food safety versus five or six different sets of rules to follow for it. And then I think more training just needs to happen in food safety in general, because no one wants to get sick and no one wants to be the cause of other people getting sick. And so then for the last point, the separation between Chipotle corporate and the restaurants. Um, One of the biggest problem is that like Chipotle corporate has like 8 or 9 paid holidays off that the restaurants have to work, and it just doesn't seem fair, and it just really hurts the relationship that the employees have with the higher ups, I guess. Um, and so like for example, if we just had those days off too, not necessarily paid, but just have them off so we can spend with friends and family, it would make everyone a lot happier. The company would lose less money because who's gonna go to Chipotle on Christmas Eve? Who's gonna go to Chipotle on the 4th of July when everyone's barbecuing and stuff like that, or Thanksgiving? It's like we had to work those days and no one came in. Um, Another thing is like they need to start like testing the rules that they implement. Like for example, for a while they made a rule that you had to wash your hands in between each set of dishes that you did, which isn't really an issue, except you can only do 4 dishes at a time. So washing your hands every 2 minutes is just a waste of water, a waste of the company's time, a waste of your time. So they just need to test the rules a bit more before they just throw them out to the Chipotle stores. And then the biggest one is they just, like I was saying, they just implement random things. So they should actually ask the restaurant what needs to be done, what do you feel is wrong, and I think that's just what we need to focus on. All right, thank you.